family and friends and get some good soul food in my system.
So good soul food in the system.
Yeah. So,
can y'all hear Mr. Collins, or he needs to put the mic up closer? Okay, good. Okay.
You want to be closer? How's that?
Okay, do you have another question?
I do have another question. So Miss James told me that you had, was it 2 daughters? Was it 3? It was 2?
I have 3 daughters.
Oh, you have 3 daughters? 3 daughters. So, I would like to know, so what's it like having all girls and no boys? Because for me, so I have 2 sisters too. So it's them and my mom. So it's all girls for me too. So what's it like having all girls?
It's the best. My girls are my life, my heart, and my soul. You know, and it's amazing because my niece has 3 daughters as well, and they're about the same age as my daughters. So it's amazing, and I can see my daughters in them as well. They're cousins, so it's amazing. I love my daughters to bits, and yeah, they're good kids. I'm blessed in my life. Yeah.
All right, thank you. So one of the things that I forgot to mention is that Mr. Collins is a twin. His twin sister lives in Chicago. And so when they flew to the United States, and when people don't live in the United States, they don't say we flew to the United States. They say we flew to the States, right? And so he flew into Chicago and spent 2 weeks with his sister. And then he came here to Arkansas and gonna visit some family in Texas, because you just don't come all the way from Australia and stay a couple of days, do you?
No, you don't.
Okay.
It's too expensive.
Okay, speaking of expenses, I think somebody wanted to know, if you don't mind telling us, how much is a flight from Australia?
Okay, we gonna be in the States for 7 weeks, all up. So it cost us $4,672 to get here.
That's Australian.
Australian money.
So that's roughly Australian currency.
Oh, that's in Australia. Oh, so what is the currency exchange? Is Australian less dollars in the US or more?
Less. So it's pretty much, it was around about 3,000 American dollars to get here.
And that's for both of you to fly? Both of you to fly. So he can't come home very often, huh?
I try to get it. I try to come as much as I can, but because of COVID and everything, it took us a while to get here. But it's been a blessing to be here. We've had a great time. Go Leopards.
So speaking of leopards, did you play football when you were here?
I did for a little bit. I wasn't that good, but I'll play a little bit. But yeah.
You were on the team.
Yes, I was.
You were on the team. Okay, do I have another question for my students?
Mr. Collins, I would like to know what y'all did for fun in Australia.
We watch a lot of sport. Sport's different than your American football and that. We play a sport called Aussie rules football, where you kick the ball and you got a hand pass. You can't throw the ball like you do in football over here. We also have a game called rugby league, where you put the ball through your legs and they don't want to pass and everything, and you get the tackle. But yeah, we watch a lot of sport. I try to watch a lot of American sport if I can. Most times we just go out and walk. I just like to go out and eat and have a good time. We got a lot of American friends over there that have moved to Australia as well. I got a best buddy of mine from LA, another guy from Mississippi. So we just hang out with them, go out for dinner, and just work and enjoy life. You know.
They don't play American football in Australia?
It's getting big over there. It's growing every day. My stepson played for a bit. He played for like 3 years, American football. He loved it. But he got a job, and that's it. They canceled that out. But yeah, it's getting big over there. Yeah.
All right, thank you, son.
So what I would like to know is how y'all met.
Okay. Funny story that. But anyway, I was working in a prison in Australia, and she was training to be a prison officer, and we just got talking and been together ever since. Yeah.
What's it like being in Australia? Is it different from the United States?
It's getting more Americanized over there. We finally got a Taco Bell, which was really good. And they're getting more like American style food, like briskets and ribs and chicken wings, which is my favorite. Things like that. But it's just a good lifestyle. We don't have to deal with a lot of racist things being a mixed couple, like you do in the States. I see it's getting better over here, but it's got a long way to go. But we don't have that sort of problem. We can go anywhere we want to go in Australia, and we don't have that in-your-face racism, you know, which is a blessing. I see a lot of stuff on TV with racist stuff over here, and it breaks my heart, you know, but we don't have that, not in our face. You know, it's mainly towards the native Aboriginals over there, which is the black people in Australia. They mainly are racist towards the whites, not towards me.
Wow.
Yeah. Anything else? Did that answer your question all right? No problem.
You okay?
I'm Jeremiah, right? And I have a few questions. Like, you said that the cuisine is kind of starting to get more like American. So what kind of different things do you have there to eat?
Well, we eat kangaroo meat.
Oh, second, wait. No, you said that you eat kangaroo.
Yeah, we eat kangaroo meat.
That was actually gonna be my second question.
Okay, so do you hunt, because you know it's deer season here, right?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay, so do you go and hunt the kangaroo, or you just go in the store and buy the kangaroo?
You can buy it in the store. Yeah.
Y'all like eat kangaroo?
Yes, we do.
That was gonna be my second question.
Okay.
So, also, I was gonna ask, like, what's it taste like?
It's very strong meat.
Not like a cow.
No, not like a cow. Kind of like the liver. Liver? Liver, do you eat liver?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
It's kind of like liver. It's a strong tasting meat, but it's good. It's good for you.
okay.
Yeah, it's very good for you. I don't go hunting. It's just in the store. I go to the store and buy it. I'm not hunting nothing. But yeah.
Thank you.
No problem, Jeremiah. Thank you for your question. Hello, Brad.
About the United States and Australia, what are the main differences that you would say?
We're driving on the other side of the road. we're driving on the left-hand side, but you guys drive on the right. Just different slangs. Like you call your buggies over here for your shopping carts. We call them trolleys. Just get used to the culture in Australia. It's very laid back compared to here. And even in different places in Australia, it's, you know, like Sydney is very fast paced, but where we live is very laid back. I live in a suburb called Mount Alina, which is like a country area. It reminds me of Malvern a bit, very green and lush and quiet. You know, my wife and I like a quiet life. You know, like the hustle and bustle. In Australia, most people are very laid back. They don't stress about nothing. The favorite term is no worries mate. It means don't worry about nothing. What will be, you know? So yeah.
Thank you.
I like it.
I was wondering, how did y'all meet?
Oh, okay. We met, I was a prison officer, and Kristie was trained to be a prison officer, and that's how we met. And we started talking and been together ever since.
So when you left the United States, and you went in the military, right?
Yes, I was.
And you went, oh, you in the Navy?
Yes, U.S. Navy, yes.
And did you get stationed in Australia?
No, I'll tell you the story. Okay, I graduated in '86. Before I graduated, Navy recruiter came to the school and talked about the Navy, how good it was, how you could travel and everything. So I joined up and got sent to San Diego, California, and never been on a plane before. Went to San Diego for my training, and I got stationed in an island called Cornelius Island in San Diego. And on the base I was stationed at, we had like a group of like 8 different groups, and every 6 months you traveled around.
Right.
So I went to Thailand, Singapore, Australia, Philippines, and Korea. And when I got to Australia, people were just so friendly, and I met a girl, and not this girl, but I met a girl, and yeah, the rest is history. Yeah.
So you're saying that the lifestyle and how people treated you in Australia,
Yes.
halfway across the world, was so exciting to you that you wanted to relocate there?
Yes, I did. Yes. Yes.
Y'all hear that?
How long did it take you to lose your southern accent?
I don't think I lost it.
He says all the second one. He said he does not think he lost his southern accent.
I don't think
Does he
I
have
lost
a southern accent?
Yeah. I'm joking. I don't think I lost it.
Do we love the accent or not?
Thank you on the front row, young man. Thank you. Thank you.
So I was wondering, how was life in Australia?
Life is great. I got my wife and I, we have a few friends there, and we usually go out for cookouts and barbecues, and I just haven't had animosity towards me being a color. That's why I think the biggest difference is that I haven't had any animosity being a color. People treat you like a human being, you know what I mean? So that's why I think the best thing I can say. I never knew where I came from. I'm always going to call this place home. But it's just a different lifestyle. Yeah, no problem.
With that, do you think, or you foresee in the future you moving to Arkansas? I want your sister.
Did my sister put you up to this?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, what you put you up to this, didn't you?
Yeah, I wanted to.
I can't see it. I don't know what God has in store for me. Whatever He has planned for me, I can't say. But right now, no.
You absolutely love living in Australia.
I do. My girls are there, and I built a life for myself there, you know. But I love coming. This is my home as well. I love coming home. I love seeing my sister, my nieces, my cousins, and I like to see them doing well in life. So
Right.
this is always going to be home as well. I got 2 homes. I'm blessed to have 2 homes.
That's a good point.
I got 2 homes, so yeah.
Is it hard to adjust to the different climates from Australia to?
Yes, because right now we're going into our summer.
Okay,
And-
hold on, so let's get the map again. You two
So we going into our summer.
So,
and you guys are going into your winter. So we have a hot Christmas.
so if we look at the map, we're here in the United States, right?
Yes.
And you're way
Way over there. Yes.
over here,
Yes.
right? So while we are in winter here,
Yes.
you are in summer.
Summer.
You're
Going
in
into our
summer.
summer. Yes. So we have a hot Christmas.
You have a hot Christmas. Do you? You know, one of the things that I thought was just phenomenal, because I'm your friend on Facebook and I'm your sister's friend on Facebook.
Yes.
And everybody on Facebook was wishing you a happy birthday, but they weren't wishing her a happy birthday. And I was like, did I miss something? Why was that?
Because we're 13 hours in front.
So you're 13 hours ahead.
Yes.
So in the afternoon, where everyone was saying happy birthday to you, in Australia, your sister here in Chicago was still waiting on the next day to
Yes,
have
right.
her
Yes.
happy birthday.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah. So that could be a joke that you could ask someone. How could 2 twins celebrate their birthdays on different days? And that is why, because he's 13 hours ahead.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. When you flew here, you flew this way. So you lost. Well, did you go today or lose today? You lost today, didn't you?
Lost today.
Yeah, you lost.
Because we did the flu on a Thursday. On the Friday.
Yeah, but it took a day, so you lost today. You lost today flying here. What is the coldest it gets in the area that you live?
Ooh, about.
We don't get snow.
You don't
We
get
get
snow.
snow. We never get
Does
snow.
anywhere in Australia get snow?
In Sydney, in the eastern part of Australia, you get snow. In Melbourne, you get snow.
Okay.
But what we did,
Occasionally down south in Western
Australia, you get snow. Where we have, don't get no snow.
I find that interesting because you're actually below the equator, right? And you actually get snow below the equator. I often have heard people talk about this island that's on. Tell us about this island here.
Tasmania?
Yes, Tasmania. Is that?
I've never been there before, but I want to go there. But it does get, apparently it gets very cold there. I've never been there, so my bucket list to go. Kristie don't want to go because she don't like the cold.
So is it it's actually a part of Australia?
Yes, it is.
Okay. In Australia, we call it, cities and states. What do you call it?
We call them cities as well.
Okay, but do you have different regions?
We in Perth City. There's 6 different parts of Australia, 6 different states in Right.
And you call them states as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Western Australia is our state,
It's our state.
Okay,
and then Perth is our capital
Capital.
city, and then Mount Elaine, where we live, is a suburb.
Suburb.
okay.
So Mount Elaine would be like Melbourne.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I think Katie has a question.
So I hear you on travel a lot. So what's the favorite place you've ever been?
Australia. Not that Melbourne. I celebrated, well, I have San Diego, I should say. I celebrated my birthday in San Diego, and then when I got to Australia, I had another birthday. So I celebrated 2 birthdays in two different continents.
And it was still your birthday.
Still my birthday.
Yeah, I love it.
So it was great. I had 2 big cakes. But no, it's just a awesome place. I reckon anyone travel and come see Australia, you'll love it. I'm trying to get my family over there to see me because it is a beautiful place to live. I'm just blessed to be there. Yeah, get in.
Okay, I'm gonna take you back.
Yeah, take me back. Take me back.
I'm gonna take you back.
Way back.
Way back.
Way back.
1980.
Yep.
We're sitting in Sunday school class.
Yep.
Brother Utah Jones. And he had that stick after us and he was like, read this scripture, read this scripture.
Yeah.
And we were reading the scriptures and we were studying and we were being led by our elders. And did you see yourself then, sitting at that table, did you see yourself living in Australia?
No, I did not. I was telling my sister, I said, I thought I was going to be a preacher, to be honest with you, because I used to listen to Reverend Rusty.
Yeah, at the church, yeah.
And I go back and I do it to my sister, practice, preach to her. Yes, I used to copy his preaching. But no, I never, in my wildest dream, imagined that I'd be living in Australia. It was not part of my plan. It was just, things worked out the way it did, and I'm just blessed to live here. But it was not sitting where you got to sitting thinking, I'm gonna one day go move to Australia. It just came about, and yeah.
So let me say this. One of the reasons I wanted to have a geography awareness assembly, because I was just going to invite you to my class, but I thought the message that you are telling us, I want the student body to hear this message. There is a world.
Yes.
There is a world. Hold up the map, Joe. There is a world outside of Malvern, Arkansas. There's a world outside of Malvern, Arkansas.
Yes, it is.
And so, come over here, guys. Some of the places that you have visited within the United States, you've been to Chicago several times.
Yes.
And you talked about San Diego.
Yes.
And then you also were in
Philippines.
the Philippines.
Yep.
Where's the Philippines at?
Smaller island. Yep.
The Philippines,
Thailand.
Thailand, over here,
Singapore.
Korea,
Korea.
up here,
Yeah. And Australia. And Japan.
Japan,
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
So you have visited the world. What is your message to the students? Because I'm sitting here and I'm looking at students that are thinking that, living in Malvern, Arkansas is the best thing. And don't get me wrong, Malvern is good. I have to be a living example. Like, I was born and raised here, and unlike you, I've not traveled the world, But I want our students to see there is a world outside of Malvern, Arkansas.
Yes, there is. When I was your age, I was thinking the same thing. I thought this was it. This was the place I was going to live and stay and get married, have children, and all that. But once I joined the Navy and saw there's a different world out there, it was just amazing. And don't get me wrong, I did love coming back home. I love seeing the football team doing well. I follow all the stuff online. The Razorbacks not doing too good, but that's another story. But I follow a lot of sport. And I always have a hand on the pulse of what's happening in Arkansas. I have not forgotten where I come from. I think that it's grounded me, the way I treat people, because of my southern roots and everything. So I don't forget that. But I'm just blessed to live in a country where the healthcare system is great, and the money is good when you get a good job, and the people just treat you like you're part of their family, And I think it's a big thing.
Okay, let's talk about 2 problems before she asks her question.
Yeah.
Gun control. You don't have guns in your country?
We have guns, but you have to have a license for it. A few years ago, there was, a long time ago, in the 90s, there was a mass killing in Tasmania.
Mm-hmm.
and a guy went on a rampage and killed a few people. So they banned all automatic weapons. So they brought back guns. So if you had a gun like that, the government would buy it from you, and you handed it in. So that's why we have a lot of mass killings like you do in America.
And if you do have a gun, you have to keep it in a gun
Gun
safe.
safe.
And, yeah,
And everything
have
like
a
that.
license.
So you have to have a license and everything. So we don't get a lot of.
Okay, so
mass killings.
another thing, we talked about the cost of living. Do you feel like that you have a better lifestyle in Australia compared to the United States?
We've noticed since we've been back that the prices here is similar to back we have in Australia. I don't know if it's because of COVID or what have you, but the prices of food has gone up here since we came back 5 years ago. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot cheaper last time we came. It's now, some things are more expensive than what we would pay back home,
Yeah.
which is very surprising.
What about, one of the problems we have is homelessness. Do you have that problem?
Yes.
You still have that problem?
In Perth City, there's a lot of homelessness there. I used to work for a security company where we used to feed the homeless, and yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay. You have another question?
I have a question for
Both of us?
both of you.
Yeah, okay,
So y'all can take the time to think about it if y'all do.
yeah. Sorry, she's nervous. Okay, take a breath, it's all good.
So if y'all had the chance when y'all kids were younger, would y'all raise them here, like closer to your family and stuff and your friends? Y'all can both think about it if you want
Well,
to.
she's originally from Australia, so she's
Yeah,
never
so-
been here.
Yeah, and we don't have children together.
Oh, you don't?
No, so
Oh.
his 3 girls are from his previous wife. I have a daughter and a son.
When they were younger, that's a tough question.
When they were young, would you have brought them back to America?
To visit, yes.
To visit.
To never to live. I'd be too worried for my girls to live here. But yeah, yeah.
No, I don't think the girls have ever visited America, have they?
No, they haven't. My sister-in-law from my previous marriage came with me to America, but my girls haven't yet. I think they will, though. They will come. They will come and visit their cousins and that because I still didn't come back a little.
Right.
And I have a question. I'm not really sure if there's a lot of, I guess I'll say black people where y'all from, but what was it like when y'all met? Did you think of him like, did you see his race first, or like were y'all just started?
No, we just clicked, and you know, I just treat people the way I want to be treated, and that's, yeah.
I saw it.
What is the most practiced religion in Australia?
That's a great question. What is the most practiced religion in Australia? Great question.
It is a good question. I think the biggest one is Catholicism in Australia. Catholic. Sorry, being a Catholic. Yeah, being a Catholic. Sorry, being a Catholic. Yeah.
Good question.
What is your favorite time of year?
I like the fall. I like fall. Yeah.
It's not
I like
too
fall.
hot.
It's not too cold. It's just right. Because I've been there for 33 years and I haven't gotten used to the heat in Australia. It's a dry heat and it's just That's about the toughest thing. Yeah, is the heat. Yeah, especially this time of year, Christmas. Yeah, it's very hot.
Well, he said y'all. Do you say y'all in Australia?
No. No, we don't say y'all.
Will you go back home saying y'all?
I probably will. If I go, what are you talking to, man? It probably will come out of
Wait
it.
a second. I heard it. Did you say mate?
I try not to. It comes out every now and then.
So is that standard to say that?
Yeah, mate is a comment.
Okay, they want to hear that iconic statement. Say that iconic. Go ahead.
G'day, mate. G'day, mate.
My wife is very shy, so So for her to even say that in front of you guys is a big thing.
Go ahead.
G'day, mate. I'm not as good as my wife.
So what does, and I'm not even gonna say, what does good day make? What does that mean?
It means like have a good day, mate. Like you wish the best for someone. You know what I mean?
G''DAY, which is good day. It's just a short version of good day.
Oh, okay.
Because Australians are very good at shortening names.
Okay.
Like Uncle, my real name is Cornelius.
Uh-huh.
They call me Corny, CC, different things like that. They always shorten things. Australians don't like to pronounce all the words. You know what I mean?
So that's how they came about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a question.
Yeah.
Being in Australia, what's the animals like?
Wildlife.
Oh, the wildlife. I was speaking to a lot of friends of mine here back home, and they've been like, "Oh man, I want to come to Australia. You got too many dangerous animals and insects and that sort of thing." But I haven't had any problems. There's a lot of snakes, but I haven't seen a lot of snakes. But there's brown snakes and that can kill you and that sort of thing, and spiders that can kill you. But I've been there 33 years. I've never been bit by anything. Yeah, so it's good.
So, when we're talking about wildlife, do you eat, is there a fish there that you like?
I like a fish called a snapper.
That's native to eating there. If you go out to eat, you may order snapper?
Yes. From the Barra Monday is a good fish. You get Queensland and that. But yeah, it's similar sort of fish, like catfish and that. But it's good. I like it.
Okay, so you don't have catfish there, right?
Yeah.
So when you came home, did you want some catfish?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Okay, I think I have another question.
A lot.
So, what are some famous people from Australia?
You have Russell Crowe. You have, who else? Hugh Jackman.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger. Yes. Who else? Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman's from Australia?
Yes, she's from Australia. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What's that lady played in played Will Smith that movie? She's real famous. Harley Quinn girl. What's her name? Say it again? Yes, she's from Australia too.
Okay.
Yes, thank
Look
you.
at the seventh graders. Good job.
You guys get an A for that. Margot Robbie, that's it. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I was wondering something about the geography and something about the spiders. So first with the geography. So I've been hearing people call Australia its own continent, but also I've been hearing that's Oceania. Which one is it?
It's a continent. It's also an island. We had this debate in Chicago with my nephew, because him and his girlfriend were arguing about it's Australia, continent, it's an island. It's both. Yeah.
Okay. So, and the reason he was asking that because Australia is surrounded by water,
Yes.
but it's also a continent.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's kind of good. So, Miss Kristie's daughter gifted me 3 beautiful paintings. And what is this one?
So this is a quokka. It's a little marsupial that's native to an island. It's called Rottnest Island, which is about a 25-minute ferry ride from Fremantle, which is very close to Perth in Western Australia.
Okay, so say the name again for us.
Quokka.
Quokka?
Quokka.
Quokka. Say it, y'all. Quokka.
Quokka.
Do you guys? I'm gonna have to stop saying y'all because now I feel self-conscious about
No,
it.
you're right.
Okay, what is this?
That's a koala.
This is who?
It's a kangaroo.
This is a kangaroo. Kangaroo. Okay. So, before we end, I think we have a couple more questions. Okay.
Okay, so here's my second one. What's the biggest spider you've seen? Like, what's it called?
The biggest spider I've seen is called a huntsman. Yeah, they grow pretty big, but they don't bite them. They just a fear factor when you see one, you freak out. But that's about the biggest one I've seen. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Dodd, Rules Attorney, what's the question you have?
I'm an old history teacher, so I'm into the, I guess, the social studies aspect of it. And so, and culture is so important to our lives. So my question would be, if you could take one cultural element from the United States and put it into Australia, and there was one cultural element in Australia that you could bring to the United States, what would those cultural elements be?
I think I would bring the medical system, how we treat people with medical, here to America. I think because where we live, you can go see a doctor and it not cost you an arm and a leg, and you don't have to have insurance to go see a doctor. You know what I mean? To get treated. The main thing I'll take from America over there is probably patriotism. We're not as patriotic as you are here. You know what I mean? It has to be finals in a game or something for it to be the national anthem. They do it at school, but it's not as patriotic in sporting events as it is here. I think I'll take that, make it more patriotic in Australia. My wife might be different, but that's what I would do.
Well, I've noticed that you take care of your veterans very well.
Yes.
You know, we have veterans, but like my dad was in the Vietnam War, and he does get taken care of, but it's not to the, doesn't appear to be of the capacity that you guys do over here.
To that extent. Yeah.
While you have the mic, one of the things that I remember from your daughters is you don't call it like, these are 8th graders. What do you call
We call them year 8s.
it? You're 8. You're 8.
Yeah, so year 8, year 7, year 6, year 5, year 12. So we don't say grade, we say year.
And when they graduate, what do you say they do? It was something different. They go to university, right? They don't say college, you say university. Right?
University, yeah.
Right.
University, yeah.
I have 2 more questions before we close out.
How is school in Australia different from school in Arkansas?
I didn't go to school in Australia. I finished my schooling here. Chris, yeah. So I left here when I went to Australia when I was 22.
I think like it would be very similar. The only thing I've noticed is the sports. Like in Melbourne, Leopards are huge. It's like we don't have that capacity.
No.
You're not huge like school mascot fans and that type of thing?
No. So we have, so if they do, like they don't have, like the Leopards play like on Friday night.
Right.
We don't have that.
Oh, you don't really?
No. So the school would have a team that they would play in school time, and you don't have the cheerleaders and the band and anything like that.
Okay, one more question. I believe I remember school doesn't start in August. Our school starts in August. When does your school year start?
In February.
It starts in February. So you start school in February, and when is school over?
In December.
In December. So you get 1 month out for, and that's, you don't have a summer break?
Yeah. Beginning of December it finishes, so you roughly get 2 months over the Christmas period you have off, and then there's 4 terms in the year, so you get 2 weeks, 3 lots of 2 weeks.
It makes sense now because your summer month is during Christmas, so you're out during Christmas because that's also the summer month. Like our summer is in June, so we're out during that time. Okay, makes sense. So I think that they need a round of applause, guys.